The spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council, Dino Melaye, has tackled the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. In an interview with Arise News, the former federal lawmaker, while reacting to statements made by the spokesperson of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, Kenneth Okonkwo, recounted how Peter Obi bought, filled and submitted his PDP presidential form but left the party for the Labour Party few days before the presidential primary election of the PDP. Can you imagine? Okay. Of course, for as many who have been following this whole thing, you will know that was what really happened, exactly what really happened. He, however, questioned the rationality behind seeing Peter Obi as a different presidential candidate from the others just because he left the People's Democratic Party for the Labour Party. Hear him. He said Peter Obi bought the PDP presidential form, filled it, submitted it, went around this country to campaign, but only a few days before the presidential primaries, he jumped ship to the Labour Party. So does that now make him a new Peter Obi? Is now a new person we did not know before. We are talking of an individual. We have a lot of people, a lot of good people in PDP, that because some of them have been relegated to the background, so you cannot even see them. We have a lot of good people in all the political parties, but the wicked ones who are stolen illegally, but because of the system, they will not be able to catch them, because they will not tell you which of the competent court of jurisdiction that has really convicted them. They have not done that. They are not in this country that you'll be talking about a court of a court that has convicted one person or the other, because we know that they cherry pick. Is it the judiciary that you're going to be telling us that they are free? We know what they can do. When you are in their good book, of course, especially the ruling party, if you are in their good book, irrespective of what you must have done, they will just look the other way. You see the way they are running after Emefiele now. Even the president, who has come out to say he supported his policy on this cash withdrawal and what have you, he's keeping quiet because they are all playing games. All this while those who are trying to asking the DSS or the security to arrest him, they never saw or they've never seen anything wrong in all his policies that have been detrimental to the masses. All this while they didn't see it in that way, but now that it's going to be affecting them, that is when they are now running a taskata. So is it the same judiciary you expect to do the right thing? So the issue is that most of the people who are showcasing, we know them, we all know them, we know the impunity going on in this country. Those who are showcasing themselves in all these major political parties, you know them. Do they really worth it? You and I know that they don't have a good record. And the reason why a lot of people are following them is because of money. Because they have influence, they have all these things. That's why they cannot be brought to book. So, for the fact that Peter Obi left PDP, yes, he's a different person. It's a different person entirely. You see that a majority of the people now, even those who are not even in APC, they are not even happy with the emergence of what is this man's name? Tinubu, because he threatened them. The Buhari himself, well, of course, Nigerians know that he threatened them. That after he had wept them, he had done this, and they are now coming down to tell him that he cannot be this, that it is his turn. And before you could say Jack Robinson, they started running a scatter. They just gave him, not that they gave him because he merited it, but because of rub my back, scratch my back, scratch my back. Majority of them are not happy with what is happening because of what? Because they believe that it would have been better if Oshibajo would have been presented. Of course, people are saying, oh, Oshibajo, you can't separate him from what's this man's name, Buhari. But when you look at the whole thing, if we are not going to be lying to ourselves, you know that Oshibajo is better than Tinubu 100 times now. What are you talking about? But the psychopath will be telling you that oh, he helps Oshibajo, this and this and that. I beg, we don't even want to go into all of those nonsense, because of the way they have been justifying a lot of rubbish in this country. That is why this country has not really moved forward. So what is this man's name? Dino Melaye. This man is better off now. What are you telling us? You that you have been jumping from APC to PDP. So does it mean that you are a different person or you are not a different person? You should answer that question for yourself. Well, again, he said he questioned the rationality behind seeing Obi as a different presidential candidate from the others just because he left the People's Democratic Party for the Labour Party. Hear him. Peter Obi bought a PDP presidential form, filled it, submitted it, went around this country. Does that mean he's not a new person? Yes, it's a different person. Initially, Obi said he won't contest for the presidency unless it's zoned to the southeast. We Nigerians persuaded him and he bought your PDP form, but citing an elephant, criminals, vote merchants in the room, he jumped ship to the Labour Party. Indeed, Peter Obi is different and will make a difference in governance from 2023. Labour Party and Obidasi all the way. For where Natinumbu all the way. He concern anybody. He concern anybody. As Tinubu come out to apologize, unless you are telling us that Buhari has done well. As Tinubu apologize for the man that he campaigned for, he's not done that. He's not done that. You are telling us he's the man. Okay, oh, if it is the man, good and fine for you. Dino, be careful so that you don't die of high blood pressure because of Peter Obi. Peter Obi Dino never get blood pressure because of Yaya Bello. Now small Obi won't give and gave Dino high blood pressure. I beg talk another thing. Who tell you? We are talking of a presidential whatever. You are talking about state level. How many parties has Atiku moved over to since 1999? From PDP to APC, from APC back to PDP, and Dino has the mind to open his mouth to say it. PDP shouldn't have given him the ticket. Is very wrong. It means there is no other person in the party. Any place he goes to try his luck, the ticket is still waiting for him to come and collect, and that is it. Very, 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 very wrong. Thanks. Obi is just new person to zoo people and set of scammer and IPOB murderers. Who is this alien? Learn to talk sense, please. Talk of this is talk of IPO. Learn to talk sense. So, well, yes, he refused to participate in the PDP bazaar, which has not settled up till today. You can imagine, is it not justifiable for Peter Obi to have left? You see the rubbish that you are fighting. He has left you people. He has moved on. His popularity is more than all of you in PDP put together. You see the problem you people are. He knew, as if he knew what was coming before you people. Thank God he left. The question is that somebody is asking, was he refunded? So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.